What's a secret you found out that you were 100% not supposed to know? 1. My uncle jumped off a bridge. Everyone was told because he got laid off and his wife took their 2 girls and left him. He was a pedo, so he killed himself to avoid the blowback too. When I was in primary school, a friend of mine told me a secret I couldn't tell anyone. Something along the lines of her and her mother coming home and finding some lady and her dad in the bedroom and her father hitting them both and her toddler brother for coming into the room. At the time, I definitely thought it was weird enough that I still remember her telling me this almost 30 years later, but I didn't tell anyone because it was my friend's secret, and she made me swear not to tell anyone. It was only when I was in high school and we had long lost contact that I finally understood that this 6-year-old girl had witnessed her father cheating and then experienced him being physically abusive to everyone in his family. I wish I had told my parents. 3. Someone I was super close to and totally in love with got insanely drunk and told me their darkest secret. Apparently, their godfather was essentially a mob boss, and he watched them murder someone right in front of him. He then was forced to help bury the body somewhere in the California desert. He said that I was the only other person he had ever told and had planned on never telling anyone. The next day, he blocked my number and socials. Pretty much never heard from him ever again after spending time together multiple times a week for over a year. That shit was dark, and I partially wonder if he did it more for my protection than his own. 4. I grew up in church and one day walked in on the associate youth pastor making out with the head youth pastor's daughter. He was like late 20s or early 30s and she was 16 at the time. I never liked the guy and he always gave me weird vibes, so I reported that shit to the head pastor immediately, which stirred up a massive shitstorm. 5. That I was almost an abortion. Apparently no one thought my mother should have a kid. Turns out they were right. She was the worst. I broke off all communication 20 years ago.